Welcome to Paddleboard Yoga with Michelle, HolisticAim.com. So if you want, before you begin in child's pose and you have a paddleboard, jump in, fall in, and get out, and then just lay on your belly, kind of paddle around with your arms. Just notice you have control of the whole surface of the paddleboard. The more you paddle with your arms and shift it around, the more comfortable you'll feel doing the yoga flow. So just finding your way to child's pose. Sink in. Allow the paddleboard to just float. Close your eyes. Just feeling connected to the water. Listening to the beautiful nature sounds. Taking a breath in and breath out. An Ujjayi breath in, Ujjayi breath out. So as you're ready, coming up to tabletop, find your hands right underneath your shoulders, find your knees underneath your hips. Exhale, round the spine, cat, like a hissing cat. Inhale, invites the breath in. As you find cow, look up. Close your eyes, flow on your own. Rounding it out, cat. Inhale, looking up, breathing. Take your right leg, send it long. Stay right there, or maybe the left arm can extend long. Maybe you take that bird dog pose and shift knee to elbow crossing that opposite 3 times, and then lengthen. Feel the energy expand you. Bring your hands down and find some gentle push-ups with that leg extended. Still trying to find that energy lengthen you. Sink it down. Round out your spine. Inhale, come to cat and cow. That Ujjayi breath. The breath is so important. Nasal breath. Trying to do that most of your day, really sinking into. They say the breath is the lost art. If we can change that, we can reach the deeper levels of our soul, improve our health tremendously. I'm reading a book right now called Breath. Okay, we're taking on the other side. So lengthen in that bird dog and then find the 3 taps. Knee and elbow. Breathe. Inhaling lengthens you. Exhaling, crunching in. All right, sink it down. Child's pose. Taking many child's poses as you need on this paddleboard. If you don't do anything at all on your paddleboard, do child's and just float away. If you're with me, come up to plank. Just be strong here. Feel the power, just the balance that you have. You're on 4 points still. Taking 5 push-ups. Maybe you're on your knees, maybe you're on your toes, but you're balancing in that core. And then coming all the way down, and then find your cobra. Shoulders away from the face. Come to your knees, sink down child's pose, then coming back up. All right, are we going to take it? Our first one of pigeon. Oh, I thought we were doing downward dog. I'm doing a voiceover, so pigeon pose, bring the right leg up first, and then sink down and paddle your way back to where you want to be. Trying to be mindful of the back and the arms, how they reach. Still trying to find length and sink down in the pigeon, or maybe on your hands. Just notice it in the hips where we hold the junk. Just feeling that, making your way back, and then swinging that left leg around so we can root in with our right elbow on the left. Look behind you. Ring it out. Ring out the toxins. And breathe. Float away. Come through the middle and start to make your way to tabletop. Take what you need here. A little shift. Coming back to that plank. 5 push-ups. Knees or toes is where you want to be. Strong. Breath in and breath out. Sink the knees down. Find your way. Cobra pose. Legs are connected. We'll try that upward facing dog here in a bit as we flow. Bringing it to your knees, left leg this time, pigeon. Notice the difference. This is where I'm really tight, so I can't have my shin so parallel. I have to have it kind of bent in more. And then make your way, paddling the arms, breathing in,
for now,
and breathing out.
because this rod's better anyway.
Lift your heart. Take what you need in your pigeon. Mostly breathe.
Yeah, this has my little jiggy jig on
And then start to bring the right leg, wrap it around, cross it over the left. Hook the elbow to the knee. First inhale, reach strong. Left elbow connects to that right knee. Wring it out. Look over the back shoulder if you can. Breathe. Trying to root for that oceanic sound in the throat as you take the inhales and the exhales. Unwind your legs. And then inhale, lift it up, straight up. Exhale, forward fold over straight legs. And start to bring your way to your sit bones. And we're laying all the way down, knees to the sky, and then lift those legs. So it's like 2 footprints in the sky. Legs against the wall. Hug in the knees. Inhale, roll out the ankles. And then hold on to the right leg. Send the left leg long. Breathe. We're going to open the gate here. So take the right knee out towards the right side. Maybe you can cactus your arm. Just let the weight of your body melt into the paddleboard and allow a gentle float to float you away, using those arms to move you back as you need. So lengthen both legs and then hugging in your left knee this time towards your belly. Take what you need with your ankle, roll it out, breathe. Inhale, and as you exhale, float the left knee out towards the left side. Cactus the right arm out. All right, we're going to take the bridge pose. So let your feet connect to the paddleboard. Send your knees up towards the sky, hips up towards the sky. You can lift one leg up, so it's like 1 footprint as you stay in bridge pose. And then put it down and send the other leg up towards the sky. Let's find our breath. Inhale, lift the lift the hips, lift the arms. Exhale, put it down. Inhale, lift, shift the hips up, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, down. Inhale one more time, hips up, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms come down. Hug in your knees, coming up to reverse tabletop. 4-point balance should be okay. You can even let your neck go back if that's okay for you, or maybe not. Don't strain. And sit on your sit bones and float back where you want to be, just noticing you have more control over your balance and the feeling of the whole paddleboard when you use your arms to paddle you around. So float yourself back and then make your way to your hands and knees, sink it down, child's pose, and getting ready to push in our first one, downward facing dog. Stay here. Float around, get comfortable. Look down towards your toes, pedal out your heels, and then move towards plank. Coming all the way down, chaturanga, dandasana, upward facing dog, or knees, chest, and chin to cobra. But stay here, strong, active, shoulders away from the face. And then roll over your body, your toes, hips to the sky, downward dog. We're just trying to sun salutation. Step in. This is challenging because you're on 2 points. Half lift, flat spine, look straight ahead over the paddleboard. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, top of the mountain, arms to the sky. Side stretch, bending to the right. Inhale through the middle and then bend to the left. Exhale, clasp your hands behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold as you get a shoulder stretch, moving slowly, mindfully. That's one thing that's nice about a paddleboard. You have to mindfully move the whole time. No time for your mind to wander because you're balancing, floating. It's just a beautiful practice. Find a few push-ups, come to upward facing dog or cobra, roll over the toes. Here we are, downward dog. Can you take your right leg up, find 2 connects, moving through plank, so right knee to right elbow, inhale, lifting up, and then left knee to left elbow. After you do that, you're making your way to warrior 1. So really find it slowly. It's like you're standing on train tracks, wide stance. So you've got support with your legs balancing you. Hips are square to the front of the paddleboard and you expand your arms, reach them overhead. Stay there in your warrior. And the next place we'll try is clasping your hands behind your back and then diving forward. Humble warrior, maybe not as far, and then making your way, hands to the paddleboard, runner's lunge, taking you to your dragonfly twist, coming to your knee if you need to, but right arm waves to the sky for dragonfly twist. And then let that go, find a few push-ups, coming flat to your belly. Just staying right here, flat on your belly, just floating back in, taking what you need before you move to your second side. Maybe it's a child's pose, maybe a few more cat-cows, but just be here. No rush to get to the second side. Mostly breathing in and breathing out. And coming back up to that tabletop. Rolling on the toes, find your hips high to the sky, pedal it out, and we'll lift as we're ready that left leg, and we'll take our 2 taps. So trying not to look at the screen by any means, you probably can't, so you tap left to left and left knee to right. Inhale, send your leg up, breathe. And then find it slowly, mindfully, train track stance, hips square to the front. Walk your hands back, lifting slowly. This is where I fell in practicing. But you fall in, that's okay. It's just water. It's not Tahoe yet, not freezing. So reaching high to the sky, straight spine. Start to move slowly with those hands clasped behind your back. Dive down, humble. Let something roll off your back. Let something go. Those thoughts you play over and over in your mind. Dragonfly twist is our next pose. So maybe your knees down. Maybe you shift your arm a little bit more straight up so it extends from the shoulder. I notice when I'm watching myself, I'm not extending it as far straight up as I could. Working on that. But twisting and looking up to the sky. And then bring both arms down, knees down, sink it in, surrender to child's. So I'm connecting, I had 2 points for a second there on my left side connected to the dock. Now I just have my leg strap connected to the dock. I like to be floating all around and only having one strap connected, so it still allows me to record, but I'm moving as I naturally would be in the class. So chair pose, And then we'll find that awkward twist in chair. So right arm goes back first, and then you'll inhale, stand up, and then exhale, squat down, and then left arm goes back, and right arm goes forward. And then as you're done with your awkward chairs, find your mountain pose. Okay, this is where I'm going to try a tree pose. I'm only going to kickstand my leg, and I'm going to do it in a wider stance. I am not ready for that. And if I do tree, I need to be way away from this dock so I can fall in, because that's only a 1-point balance, and that is pretty difficult for me. But I'm up for the challenge, practicing every day. So you take it on your right and left side, and then our balance pose challenges are standing splits. So you let your hands come down to the paddleboard and extend the right leg out.
Nice.
And then sink it back to chair pose.
Really, you almost
And
caught
then
a
you'll
fish with the
exhale.
fish? Let me see.
Hands down. Let your head go. Lift that left side, everything parallel to your board. Toes down. And then start to bring those knees down.
That's a little
Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. Oh, he caught one.
See the stripes?
Kason just caught a fish. I'm doing a voiceover. So a little camel pose flow. Right arm will extend down to the right leg, ankle. Then left will extend towards the left ankle. And then both hands towards that lower back, or camel looking up. And then exhale, fold it down, child's pose. And then laying down flat on your belly, using those arms, paddling back where you want to be. And we'll come into a few Superman floats, Superman pose. So extend the arms, extend the legs, and then lift both arms, legs, heart. Lift it all. Feel the back energize you, strengthen you, and then shift your right foot. Get a quadricep stretch. Then your left foot hugging in towards your glutes, that ankle. And then maybe we take bow pose and take both ankles with hands. Extend the heart up towards the sky, head up. You're losing sight of me, that's okay. And then arms lengthen, you're back on your belly. Float back towards the middle. Find your way. Here I am, paddling back. All the way back to where you need to be. And take any little bit of movement that you want from your belly. Maybe you clasp your hands behind your back, extend forward. Maybe you need a few more push-ups for strength. Whatever you take. Find one more downward dog. Send the... Oh yeah, I forgot. Warrior 2 is where we're going. So find that step in, right leg first, and then start to come up. Bring the back up. Maybe you have to lean forward a little bit more. It's challenging. 2-point balances are hard. Warrior 2. Find your way back to your knees, to tabletop. Make your way if you want a downward dog first, or just take that left leg in front. Warrior 2. Lengthen those arms, look towards your left middle finger, breathe. Hands come down, frame the foot. Knees come down. Come to your seated position. And start to make your way back onto your back. Surrendering. You made it. Paddleboard yoga class number 1. Now float away, allowing your body just to be supported by the paddleboard, closing the eyes, feeling the gentle motion, allowing the sounds of nature just take you away. Shavasana. I'm reading a book called The Next Right Thing, so I offer you this wisdom from this book. Now we move forward, armed with a little space for our soul to breathe, with some finely named narratives about our life. We're ready to begin doing our next right thing. Namaste.